Welcome to the Soft Skills, the channel where we explore how to understand people, starting with yourself. Each week, we share calm, reflective content to help you build better relationships with others and with yourself. This week, we're talking about a pattern many of us fall into, chasing people who can't give us what we need, and how to finally break that cycle. Why do we fall for people who can't give us what we need? People who disappear, pull away, go cold when things get real. We call it bad luck, a string of wrong ones, but patterns are rarely random. They're protective, familiar, even comforting. Often we're not attracted to who is good for us. We're drawn to what's familiar, even if it hurts. Because at some point in your past, emotional distance wasn't rejection. It was normal. And if love meant waiting, or proving yourself, or earning scraps of affection, then that's what you'll keep finding. Not because you want to suffer, but because your nervous system recognizes the pattern, even if your mind doesn't. Falling for emotionally unavailable people isn't just a fluke. It's often a mirror, not of what we want, but of what we believe we're allowed to want. Love that makes you wait, love that keeps you guessing, love you feel you have to earn. Somewhere along the line, love became work, trying harder than the other person, shrinking your needs to keep the peace. Convincing yourself that breadcrumbs are better than nothing. We often confuse intensity with intimacy. That rush of the chase, the high followed by the crash, it feels exciting. Like drama, like chemistry, like desire. But it's not safety. It's anxiety dressed up as passion. And when they pull away, it's painful. But that pain feels familiar too. Because it confirms a story many of us carry. I'm too much. I ask for too much. I always care more. We start to believe that love is meant to feel like a test, that if we can just do it right, we'll finally be chosen. And when we're not, we blame ourselves. We replay every moment, looking for the mistake that made them leave. But this isn't about being unlovable. It's about being stuck in a loop where emotional unavailability doesn't feel wrong. It feels like home. So how do you break the cycle? Step 1, notice what feels familiar. That magnetic pull towards someone who makes you doubt yourself, that's not chemistry. That's your nervous system replaying something old. Familiar doesn't always mean safe. Ask yourself, what does this dynamic remind me of? Who did I feel like this around before? Sometimes the answer is hidden in childhood. Sometimes it's hidden in the relationships we never got to heal from. But when we name it, we weaken it. Step 2, get curious about your own role. Not in a blaming way, in a compassionate way. What part of you believes that love has to be earned? When did attention start to feel conditional? You're not choosing pain. You're choosing what your body once learned was love. And maybe that version of love kept you safe at one point, but it doesn't serve you now. Step 3, relearn what intimacy actually feels like. It won't be urgent. It won't be confusing. It won't make you question your worth. It might even feel boring at first. Not because it is, but because it's steady. It's mutual. It's predictable in a good way. And if you've lived in survival mode, that kind of love feels unfamiliar. But it's exactly what you deserve. Step 4, give yourself closure, even when others don't. You won't always get the explanation. You won't always get the apology, but you can still choose to end the pattern. You can still choose peace over repetition. You can close the door even if they left it open. To summarize, here's your key takeaway from this episode. You're not broken. You're just repeating something that once felt normal, but you're allowed to rewrite that pattern. You're allowed to choose something softer. This week, slow down and notice who you chase and ask yourself what it reminds you of. That awareness is the first step towards something safer, something clearer, something real. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time here on The Soft Skills.